30 meters away, or 25 meters to 30 meters. I saw the thing coming towards me. I took a stone, I can throw, whoa, so boom. Then suddenly the thing grew up, no? Like an old lady with a stick floating. But when I see them, I just stun. Like I've been brought into their world. My hair all stand, you know. My hair stand, everyone, but I just cannot move.
Is there anyone here? What did you find?
You are listening to Supernatural Confessions.
I signed a contract to set up a food stall, F&B stall at the Turf Club called Paradiso by How. Okay, shall I mention my unit number?
Yeah.
Okay, I took the 02-64 and 02-65. Okay, I took the 2 stalls because I got a lot of orders, especially for pre-orders. Well, it was going smoothly when after I signed up, it was smoothly, it was very good. But on and off, there are times where, of course, it's an old building. Old building has been there for so many years. It used to be a race course place where people races and everything before they shift to Kranji. So a lot of gambling has been done. A lot of people actually committed suicide down there. And gambling is a part of the thing that is kind of seen crime. Yeah. So I don't know, maybe the soul may be stationed there. But when I was there, when I started signing up, a few couple of months, I did saw a few entities there, but they don't disturb you. But apparently, last 6 months, there's some 7 months before I shut down in end of January. So I had a full-time assistant, like what I mentioned in my storyline. So she was in the kitchen. She was actually washing dishes, cleaning up. And when she found that somebody was playing with her hair. Actually, she doesn't have the hair because she wears the tudung, But somebody playing with the what you call the shawl. Like then suddenly get dark, she find, what is this, man? Then she turned around, there's nobody. So at the same time, when she was preparing the food, heating up and everything, then she felt like someone tucked her, pull her, the dress, blouse, pull. And she become scared. So she actually didn't want to tell me. So I think a few months back, 5 months back, then she just decided to not come. I said, boss, I think I don't work there anymore. I got some commitment here and there. But I know she need a job. I said, never mind, see you have a commitment, so I have to let you go. So I let it as it be. So I took some part-timers. Okay? Some part-timers, they came in, they worked for 3 days. After that, they never come. I said, why? I think I tired. So my reason is, you're lazy. You're lazy. Not only 1, but 3. So after that, I get a part-timer. So about 4 or 5 days, they never come. So another third one was safe. So when they left, I was left with about 3 months. 3 months, we worked assistant, publishing, advertising for staff, for help in the kitchen. I paid quite high, for part-timers. But nobody want to come. I don't know why. But then through that 3 months, I experienced myself. Where I was in the kitchen. Or sometimes after you do your sale, you wash your plates and cups. Then suddenly the same thing happened. Somebody playing in my back. Somebody blowing wind in my back. Then, as I was turning around preparing the food, tugging my back, And the worst part is, when I cook, freshly cooked, within half an hour, gone. Even basi, the basi spoiled. Plus also, sometimes I cook the curry and gravy as normal, it's okay, but apparently it's turned off, the meat become red, something is missing. I don't know what happened. So that's the reason why my wife is actually helping me, but sometimes when I'm not around, she sit there, when I go to the toilet or what, then she hear people calling her name. Call her name, Zia. Then same time also, hi, hello. Like she hear that kind of sound, but she turn around, there's nobody. Because when she wait for the counter, she's standing at the cashier, right? So she heard the sound from the kitchen, the partition kitchen. So she also feel eerie So after that, I was thinking at the same time, if I find that also my health is not as good as before, the energy suddenly drained out. So I think something must be wrong. So I told my wife how. Because I also tell her that sometimes when I sit on that, I see on the other unit, things there's black thing that goes into the when I see there's nobody inside there. So I feel very suspicious. suspicious about
The
it.
shop is closed, but you see people walking.
Yeah. It was my shop beside the side. Actually, the shop I ran out somebody. Part of it I ran out somebody, but they are not operating. Times where they haven't started, I saw people coming, black figure come in. So when I go there, after they come in, nobody. My wife also saw the same thing. So I think it's time for us to just I think enough I don't know whether someone actually do it to us. And the worst part is I have my own customer who tell me, D, I come to your place, I can't see your stall. It's closed. And I have my friends who comes, I've been searching for your stall, I cannot find. So what is this, man? I ask myself, what is this, man? I tell myself, I'm so tired. I mean, I tried to, Quran, recitation, but it works only for a while. I guess some people come friends, come to check. They say, yeah, this place is dirty. They try to cleanse, but after that, few days, they become stronger, more disturbance. So I tell myself and my wife, I think we just let it go lah. Istana Woodneuk.
Istana Woodneuk, okay.
Yeah, okay. I mean, because that time I was only like 8 years old. My father used to work for the British Army, so we were given a barrack house. It's a concrete house, individual. It's just one room, one bedroom, and one kitchen. So as a staff of the British Army, we had it there. So it was stated situated in the Kitterley Road, now called Camp Road. I think the whole place has been demolished, but it was actually a British camp behind it last time, where the British actually have barracks inside there. So my father was in charge of the substation area. But at that time, we are all free boys. We don't have internet. We don't play handphones. We have a lot of games and all that. But the community is very close. So all the abang-abang, they call teenagers. I'm already 8, so I'm still young. So they're about teenagers, about 13, 14. We're very adventurous. So let's plan something lah. So on the weekend, so they tell me, Hady, let's go join us where? We lepak lah, camping lah. Just follow lah. So I tell my parents say, okay, no worries. So after that, ready about late afternoon. So we get our gear, bring some food, go camping lah. So we jalan behind lah from the Kitterley Road. Okay, we jalan behind lah, where the Brunei boys were. The house, the Brunei boys are really, last time they have Brunei schools and everything. So walk there, then we take shortcut. We went through to Pierce Road. Then we went through to the back, then we went through inside. So it was a bit dark, so we started torchlight. So we went to see this building. I didn't know what building is. They know because they are very adventurous. So they brought me there. So what happened is that we used the ground floor. We set up the place, set up everything. Then you would have known the pressure pump, what do you call it, the hurricane lamp. Hurricane bomb, so bright place. I see the inside wall, so bright, but a bit eerie lah. But that time it wasn't run down yet. That rather still good. So we sit down, we lepak. Then about almost close to late night, I told you, I hear the galloping of horses. Then all of them so hear, what happened? So we are rushed to the outside front. Then we see like nobody, like they just go in. So go in, we still lepak again. So then we fall asleep. So the next morning, I hear like the chicken hanging around. I feel the wind blowing. I wake up. I was the one who wake up. We are outside. We are on the patch of garages outside the Istana Woodneuk. And I work with the other guys. So the guys just take our things, Actually, we run. We run out. So we use the back area, the back area, Talsor Road. We run there. We walk to that time was Taman Serasi. Taman Serasi was still having the hawker center, the famous Roti John. So we sit down there. We just we talk. Check what happened. Then my friend, the teenager, one abang, his uncle come. So he asked us, what happened? We tell him the story. So he said, yeah, that place is, they have a penjaga lah, penunggu lah, of the place. It's called a jinn. They call it jinn. They call it a jinn. He says, and we told him about the horse riding. That's very common. He says, sometimes at a certain occasion, he will come out to inspect. So you can actually sometimes see the horse galloping with the guy behind the chariot. Just jaga the place, yeah.
So the spirit will come out on the chariot, riding around.
Yes, just to see who's there.
So you were sleeping in there.
We were sleeping inside.
When you woke up, all of you outside.
Outside the patio. So that's the thing. Then he tell us, usually if you sleep inside, there'll be somebody who carry you out, the jinn, or carry you out, and we don't feel anything. So harmless. They don't catch you lah.
They just want to protect the place.
Yes. That's one of interesting story I can remember until now lah. Okay, that was when I was only 17 years old. I was deciding whether I want to join the. That's the part I was to go full national service, or I sign up with the Singapore Police. So that was a decision I need to make. So that's why I was staying in Pandan Garden. Okay. So when I was staying in Pandan Garden, basically there's a reservoir there, Pandan Reservoir, right? So it was just after Maghrib, just after the dawn, almost about 7:30. So I went there. So I was just thinking what I want to do. But I can't make a decision because if I sign up, if I go to the army, I will sign up for 2 years or maybe 2.5 to do my NS, and that's gone. Then I just go to the civil service. Then if I sign up with the police, I'll sign up full time, 6 years. Then I will build my career there. But I decided I want to go private lah. So I didn't join the police force. So I went to the national service. But before that, during that time when I was at the reservoir, so I was just to get some fresh air. So I walked all the way to the other end, West Coast side. Until when last time there's this building called Promet. There was this thing called Promet building. At that time, the West Coast and Jurong haven't joined up. They haven't had a bridge. So it's very dark, deserted. So as I was walking at that side, just walking, thinking, I saw something coming up from the ground. It's like a very silverish white color, like a cloth, like handkerchief. Coming up from the ground, just above the lalang, like floating. Then I said, must be a dog, I think the dog was coming towards me, because I was on top of the slope. Reservoir, they built a bund. I was on top of the slope, just below. Just about only 30 meters away, or 25 meters, 30 meters. I saw the thing coming towards me. I took a stone, I can throw, so boom, then suddenly the thing grew up, like an old lady with a stick floating. But when I see them, I just stunned. Like I've been brought into their world. My hair all stand, my hair stand, everyone, I just cannot move. And the fellow just coming towards me there, I do some resistance. And the fellow just turned. I can't see the face, it's all white, plus the hair, everything. So he turned around, he slowly went to the road. But then, after resistance, I finished, I quickly run. All the way run, 100 meters speed. I think I saw 2 figures in front, walking black. Then I slowly walked, I hear the language he speaks in Thai language, because there's a lot of Thai last time working in the construction. So when I hear the Thai language, then I know I'm safe. So I walked behind them slowly.
What entity do you think that was?
I don't know. They say, I think it might be a ground ground gene or something like that. A ghost lah.
Sounds like a nenek kebayan.
Nenek kebayan, yeah, you're right. It's nenek kebayan. But nenek kebayan, they say is a sort of a jinn lah. A jinn in Malay terms lah. Malay term, jinn.
What did you find?
You are listening to Supernatural Confessions.